Hey guys, Tom here. This is to address the latest trauma, and which really was a traumatic. Yeah, and I'm just, I've got to the point where I just laugh. I'm like, "Whoa, that was traumatic," um, but because it's to me, it's just like, yep. Uh, and it was that kind of trauma, that is, wow, really? Is that the truth of the matter? And I'm sensing that I only sense a part of the truth of the matter. Like that iceberg goes deep below the surface, probably. And but the funniest part of it is, yet still, there seems to be a lot of love there. Um, Even though that entire, like that was a paradigm shifting moment to realize that, oh man, um, that so much that seemed different really isn't. And dang, it's a small world after all, isn't it? My God in heaven. Ugh. Um, and I can understand, the line about how, it's the love that'll last because it has no past. Well, not because, but hey, a love that comes with no past. Wow. That would be novel, wouldn't it? But yet, still, no matter what, we still have these real good feelings. And yeah, there's been this uh, where we went forward, and it was really good steps forward. Yeah, we did go back a step here or there on a couple points. Jesus help us. But again, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I was looking at Pretty one day, and they made a reference. It was an insider reference, to the DTA, and I thought, well, okay, it made me smile a little bit, and I was like, wow, it's. I know there's no such thing as universal, but it pointed out to me that, yeah, I know you better than what you let on. Um, and that was all good. That's all good. The one thing about DTA though is that it translates into DLA. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't, if it's you can't trust anyone, then how can you do the other? You know what I'm saying? Um, but still, there's there's love there, even though it's like, oh my gosh, the deception is so thick through and through everywhere I turn. It seems like, but yet still, um, I know as we go on that even though, excuse me, even though a lot of the circumstances have seemingly remained somewhat similar, the nature of that which is involved is different. I know that. But wait a minute, that hasn't changed. Okay. So, but yeah, I saw the other day um, from a good place that I've always liked. Um, that even though it looks like it's going to be difficult and there's no way to it, um, that yeah, if we go through the motions, even though that we're going for it and the goal looks like it's hard to reach, there's divine providence. Just the same as the stone that David tossed in the direction of the giant. Yeah, I'm sure it was a good aim. It's a good stone too. I'm sure of it. But what directed that stone to land exactly where it was to land was outside of time. So yeah, whenever I see a goal, almost hit, and it looks like it's missed, there's no way, and then it just sort of happens anyway. Yeah, I understand. Thanks very much for that message. We just took one of our first baby steps, so we could reap a harvest that we were told is guaranteed if we just try for it. Which, that would step everything up to the next level, and we could actually enter into the better storyline with resources. And but yeah, we're going to go ahead with the other steps and get a couple things, and yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, so God love ya.